Turkey, co-presented by the Film Society of Lincoln Center and the Moon and Stars Project. One of the great pleasures of this series has been the chance to see just a few films by Yilmaz Guney and to really appreciate the depth of his artistry. We hope to see many more in the near future. And we have the great good luck to have with us here an expert on Guney's work who will say a few words about Yilmaz Guney now, but be on hand afterwards to talk a little bit about his work. So I'm sure you'll have many questions for him. So right now, please welcome Ercü Akman.
Well, thanks for coming on a fantastic day like this when they promise you lots of rain. The weather is excellent, but we decided to come here. We are true cinephiles, of course. Basically, I want to say a few things in general, and at the end of the film, I will be available for your questions, and you can ask me questions about Guney cinema, because Turkish cinema, as you've seen, if you've seen some of these films, it's quite varied. I mean, there are lots of films, and you might have questions in your mind, and I'll try to answer them to the best way I can. In reading Richard's introduction, I read that for 25 years, with some initiation, he decided to put this film program together, and he assures me that the reason he's leaving after this year is not because the tribulations and the stop and go of putting together a Turkish film program. He says, no, it's not true. I don't believe him. It's very difficult because there's no film industry in Turkey. There never was, and there never is, but maybe it's the future of filmmaking, is people made films, but there wasn't a film industry like we have here in America or in England or Italy or Germany. So these are very unique, these are very different. We want you to abandon all your ideas about what films should be. Some are very campy, and you can see that macho characters are wearing women's glasses, and it's all very natural. They were made very quickly in times where certain types of films are very popular. So basically, these were artists who wanted to make films. Now, if you want to put a little bit of historic context to it, you must realize that the Republic of Turkey is a remnant of an empire. And they tried to create a nation out of so-called ashes of an empire. Now, as tried to do this, they created a lot of art forms with state program and state sponsorship. But two areas they left alone. They felt like, I don't think it's very important. One of them was the popular music, and the other was film. And of course, people did rise to the challenge, and they made this their own art. So it's a very naive in many respects. So they made these films, and they created this music, so you can find the true voice of Turkish people in these films. I would like to enjoy this, and you must also realize that Yilmaz Guney, apart from this, there's a program that's touring Canada and United States of the 8 films, which 3 of them are included in this program, and I'm very happy. He has a double personality. I mean, I met him when I was a young student, and he was a very shy, very introverted, very quiet person. But of course, he dons an entirely different character in his films. And also one thing that I realized when I presented The Hungry Wolves in Berlinale, I realized that there are other things in this film. Of course, these are Turkish films, but there are a lot of Kurdish sensibilities that Turks did not understand. Now, seeing it now, we understand it better. Maybe we will never understand it fully, but there are things in there that are extremely valuable for us. Now, I want to finish this by saying 2 things. I'm in a way happy that Richard was not able to do this 10 years ago. Because some of the answers we can give you today, whether people can speak their language, they can promote their culture, it wasn't possible 10 years ago. Today we can say that these are all happening and changing, and Turkey is tumultuously changing like every other nation. But I think the speed of change in Turkey is far greater than any of those things. So I do understand that this was a chance for us to respond and proudly say that this is not the Turkey of what you see in these films. Different things are happening. But maybe this took in place of a more advanced films that we have today, and hopefully maybe one day we'll be able to come and visit you with those films. I'll be ready for your questions at the end. Thank you.